What's going on? Another video from the infamous Thompson'S Kennels, coming live to you from Hood Woods. It's been so hot. It's been borderline depressing how hot it's been. But here with the Flash man. This is BYK's Flash. I want to shout out BYK Kennels for letting me reacquire this dog. This is a Thompson'S Kennels production Flash here. His registered name is The Animal. He's a product of Mailman bred to Mean Maha. That was the Boyle's Bolio bred to a pure Sorrel's bitch acquired from Joni Winchester. That's Bert Sorrel's ex-wife for a lot of you guys who don't know. Flash here, he is not no youngster. He's probably about 7 years old, 6, 7 years old. He is the father to Paperboy. He is the father to Mega Maha. Me and BYK did the breeding back in the day with Flash hair to Miss Hustle. Miss Hustle is a belly mate sister to Mailman, so it was an aunt-nephew breeding that produced Paperboy and Mega Maha. I just showed some pups off Paperboy bred to Miss Trinidad on the recent videos. Those would be grandkids to Flash hair. So, with all of that being said, this is probably one of the best scenarios that you could be in as far as a breeder. You do a good breeding, you allow a camp to get your blood. The dog turns out to be phenomenal. They allow you to breed to the dog, and then eventually when the dog gets up there in age, they will allow you to purchase the dog back. And that was the scenario that how we acquired Flash hair back. You know, he's always going to be BYK's Flash. Even though I bred this dog, his registered name is The Animal, he's always going to be BYK's Flash. I remember when the homies came down and got him when he was about 7 weeks old. This was personally my pick of the litter. I wanted this dog real bad, and I'll share a little story with BYK. Those brothers kind of saw what I was doing. You know, when you're dealing in these dogs now, you know, a lot of people are fans. They look at my property and they look at the amount of quality dogs I have, and they want to deal with me now. But back when I was in the little backyard in the suburbs and stuff, you know, it took certain individuals to believe in what I was doing. And BYK, Kendrick Kennels, JR Kennels, you know, shout out to the homie Bulldog. Those were brothers that seen something that I seen back then. Before like the glitz and glamour, you know, those guys were there. So, you know, as far as my inner circle, a lot of my inner circle are people that believed when a lot of people didn't believe in what I was doing. So, with that being said, those brothers worked with me for years and years and years. And I personally didn't have anything off of Mean Maha and Mailman. They allowed me to breed back to the dog. Because yet again, Flash hair was my pick. But, you know, God worked in mysterious ways. When those brothers reached out to me about acquiring that pup, and when I sent him the picture and he said, I want that one right there. My heart dropped because that was the one I wanted. And, you know, I kind of lost a little bit of sleep, and I thought about it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. And that ended up being one of many great decisions that I made as far as being a breeder. As allowing them brothers to acquire that puppy and them being able to do what they did with Flash, the way they did it. And then this dog comes full circle, ends up on my yard. You know, those are the great situations that you can be in as far as being a breeder. But as far as the logistics of this shit goes, let's get into that. I own his son, Paperboy. When I bred Paperboy to Miss Trinidad, or if we want to even rewind it, when we did the breeding that created Paperboy with Mailman and Miss Hustle, I essentially was breeding out Mean Maha blood. Which means every time I use Paperboy, it's going to be a smaller percentage of Sorrel's blood compared to me using his father Flash here. One of the main reasons why we acquired Flash back was to put the little bit of Mean Maha blood that we have in a chokehold. So Flash hair is going to up the percentage on the Sorrel's blood every time we use him compared to using Paperboy. So that's a pivotal thing right there. Saying that we don't have any more Mean Maha. She passed away. And, you know, she was only bred one time. And that one time she was bred was the breeding that produced Flash and his siblings. We waited years later on in life to try to breed Maha again. And unfortunately, she passed away and we lost a litter of pups. So Yet again, this is how we're going to go ahead and put the mean Maha blood in the chokehold. Quantity over quality. I could have bred Maha several times. I only bred her once. But essentially from that one breeding I did with her, that breeding carried my yard for an excess of 4 or 5 years. Just off of that one cross. And now that I acquired him back here, Flash is going to continue to carry on. So a lot of you guys get into this thing where we got a breeder and breeder. No. If you do one great breeding with a dog, it can carry your program for years. Unless you just want to just sell puppies, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I was always on the drawing board, in the classrooms. I researched that sorrel's blood before I acquired it. Reason being, the hustle man blood, the mailman blood, the ghost man blood, all of these hustle man descendants that you see, a large amount of them were unable to turn it off. They have such a high intensity, high prey drive. They just have such a hard time turning it off. So I was looking for a blood that would add just a shot of intelligence to the situation where we can get what we call a complete dog. Very rarely you hear me use that word complete. When it comes to Flash here, he's a complete dog. When it comes to Black Mary, complete dog. Those are dogs that I consider complete. They know when to work. They know when to stop working. That's the essence of this thing. Boy, you hear me talking highly of you, son. I like how you got up there. This is a complete animal. So being able to use him with our Boyles Eli Carver bitches, and we're also going to breed him to his daughter Mega Maha as well. This should set our program up for years and years to come. And if you look back there, that dog giving him the funny eye is Mailman. That's his father. I'll go over there and walk around there. Show his pops real quick before I get off of here. Flash, flash. Mailman. What's going on, son? We call him Mailman because he fucking delivers. I'll repeat that again. We call him Mailman because he fucking delivers. When me and you was in that little backyard back in the day, brother, when we did that breeding, you never thought it would have turned into all of this, brother. You the man with the plan, son. And like I said, Flash is not here to solidify Mailman. Flash is here to solidify Mean Maha. I have a plethora of dogs off of Mailman. I own Flex. I own Geronimo. I own Corona. I own Paperboy. And Paperboy would be a grandson to Mailman. So, like I said, it's not a game of solidifying Mailman. He'll be solidified for years and years to come. He's here to solidify Mean Maha, the sorrel stuff. And probably got some of the biggest cutters I ever bred on a dog. But I hope this video explained a lot of things, helped you brothers out. And y'all guys will know what I got going on in the upcoming future as far as we're going to be taking him to our Boyles Eli Carver bitches. And we're going to be taking him to, hopefully, his daughter, and time comes, granddaughter. And we're going to solidify the Mean Maha stock. But other than that, I hope all is well in YouTube land. And you guys have a blessed one.